Hello and welcome to Queenie's Deep Dive into the minor arcana of the Tarot and making it kind of easier for you to read the Tarot for yourself or for other people. This is just the way that I learned or the way that I taught myself in a way. And so what I've been doing is I've been just pulling a minor arcana card and then digging deeper into it. So they're not in order. They're kind of random, but they'll be listed in the title on the YouTube channel and in the header when I post it on Facebook or Instagram. So you'll know which card and you can look up if you want. So I'm creating a whole thing of this. So this is an ongoing process and this is me yammering about it. If you're interested in this type of content, wherever you find me, just subscribe or follow and like the video. And if you have comments about it, feel free to comment about it. Understand that these are my opinions for entertainment purposes only, and that that I am by no means a tarot scholar, but I like to look at the connections in things and use my intuition to say what this means to me. These are what these cards mean to me. And it may mean something different if you're sitting in front of me as a client, because it's different for everybody. That's why I try not to say, this is not written in stone, people. But today I decided to use the Starman deck, which is the back of the deck. And it's kind of a David Bowie alien-esque inspired deck. And I decided to use that to pull from initially. And I pulled the Nine of Swords. Now, this card looks like there's a lot of stuff going on, but it looks like, to me, on this card, it looks like there's been a lot of stuff going on for a long, long time. And that there's, I get the words exhaustion, exasperation, the need for retreat and recoup. Another phrase that I get when you see the other cards, you'll understand why I get this, is, okay, I've done all the planning that I can do. I've planned as much as I can plan. Now the magic or the natural unfolding needs to kick in. I've gained as much knowledge as I can. I've learned as many lessons as I can regarding this particular thing. And since it's swords, this is a lot of mental machinations and boundary setting and cutting through, cutting to the truth of something and breaking free and sword play, but it's mostly mental sword play. This is like, I've gotten as clear as I can about the direction that I want to go. I've done everything I can. I've done all the planning that I can, and now I have to stop. And I have to get to this place where I trust. I trust that I've done everything that I can. That's what I get from this card. And I don't get the Nine of Swords that often, but this is what comes up really strongly for me with this card. Okay, so let's look at some of the other decks and their depictions compared to the Starman Tarot. So here's the Starman Tarot. Okay. And then here is your basic, one of your more basic traditional decks. It shows the woman in the bed. She's crying. There's swords over her head. That's why I get like okay, I've done everything I can. And I'm really tired. And I've done, it's kind of like when you're trying to resolve some sort of conflict or some situation in your life, and you have thought about it enough to the point where you can't think about it anymore, and there's nothing else for you to do except allow it to happen. Allow whatever it is to unfold, and then you can go into solution mode after, because this is the point that we're at. So that's kind of what it feels like to me with these. It's like, okay, I've done everything that I can do. Now I need to rest, because this is just, the thinking is too much. I've done enough thinking. It's too much. Now, what's funny is in the Cat Tarot, we have a cat, and the swords in the cat tarot are the little claws, okay? So this cat is stretching and getting ready to rest because it's done all the hunting, it's done all the predatoring that it can possibly do. It's time to stretch and take a little rest and trust that we will live to play another day. That's what I get from that card. So with the minor arcana, I like to, well, because of my tarot teacher that I had years ago, I take it and connect it to a card in the major arcana. So that would be the 9, which is the Hermit card, which makes sense. It's like, okay, I've got as much knowledge as I can get. Now I have to kind of retreat, regroup, and examine that knowledge and integrate that knowledge. Okay, so let's look at what the Hermit card looks like in these decks. So here's the Starman deck, which is the alien. The alien, where sometimes in the process of creation for us, we have to pull back from the world and have this feeling that we are not of this world at this time. And then approach the world in such a way that everything is new and everything is fresh and unfamiliar. It's all a part of the manifestation process every single time. It's part of the rebirth process. It's nature does it all the time. You see in the winter, boom, plants not there or dead, they decay, and then in the spring something new turns up. And what's happening in the winter? Things are brewing underneath the surface. And that's the Hermit is like the winter. Things are brewing underneath the surface. We are reconfiguring how we're going to approach whatever it is that's new that's being brought into being. And that's that. So that's the alien. This is a couple of the more traditional tarot cards. So this is like the Rider-Waite deck, but it's sparkly. This is, what is it called? The Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. This was given to me as a gift, and I haven't used it yet. And now I'm really getting into it, so I think I'm going to use it a little bit more. It's beautiful. So we've got the Hermit card there. In the Cat Tarot, the Hermit is, okay, I'm going to go into this little dark place, and I'm going to regroup for a little while before I attack again. So I like that. And then I was thinking, this just occurred to me, and this wasn't part of my tarot class, but this just occurred to me. What if we broke down some of the major arcana that's after card number 9 to create the single digit cards? What if we undid that to create the double digit cards? And that would mean that even deeper into the Hermit and card number 9 is the Moon, which is card number 18. And the Moon goes even deeper and illuminates the truth. It illuminates the truth. It shows the lies. It shows the distortions. It shows like where we're a little delusional about. It illuminates that. That's what the Moon does. The Moon isn't like the sun where it shines really bright and radiates and everything. The Moon is illuminating the path in a more subtle but still yet powerful way. So there we go. It's an over 9-minute video. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you watch it, and don't forget to like and subscribe or follow wherever you find it. And let's keep going. Let's keep diving deep into the tarot. Fancy, right? I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful whenever you find this. And let's keep going. Bye.